What exactly is homeopathy?
आपको दर्द हो रहा है, मैं आपको कुछ ऐसा दूंगी which will be just the opposite.
A lot of time people get confused with हमारे को German homeopathic medicines लेनी चाहिए या Indian homeopathic medicines लेनी चाहिए.
Because we have that kind of result, we have that kind of efficiency, we have that kind of quality that we can provide to the world, right? I think बहुत बड़ा भ्रम है ये इंडिया में, बाहर की मेडिसिन ही लेते हैं, बाहर की लेते हैं, अच्छी होगी. That's not true.
Shall we really look forward and consult a doctor before taking any medicine?
Doctors can treat only 30%.
What exactly is the difference between a mother tincture and the powers, different powers?
It is just the strongest solution in homeopathy. Instant healing चाहिए तो बहुत कम टाइम के लिए हम दे देते हैं.
Are there any expiry to homeopathic medicine?
You won't believe it. होम्योपैथी में ये भी माना जाता है जितनी पुरानी मेडिसिन उतनी अच्छी.
What exactly are those गोलियाँ which people get, जो बहुत सारे लोग बस कहते हैं वो मीठी दवाई होती है तो हम खा लेते हैं.
उन्होंने अपने बेटे पे ट्राई किया, उनके बेटे के बाल आ गए. आर्निका, कैंथारिस, सिंकोना, रोज मैरिनस यही है. There's nothing more.
Can homeopathy solve addiction problems?
So it goes with time, but yes, better तो 100% हुई है.
Any good recommendation for normal daily mental stress?
It's a mixture of 5 flowers. धूप में खेलने से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. Let them do whatever they're doing.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Soma Speaks. I hope you all are doing very well and आज के एपिसोड की अगर हम बात करें there are some fields, there are some people who do not need big introductions. Rather होता है कि हमारे पॉडकास्ट शुरू होने से पहले हमारा ऑलरेडी पॉडकास्ट हो चुका होता है बिकॉज बहुत सारी बातें हमारे पास करने को होती हैं एंड व्हाट बेटर देन पीपल सिटिंग फ्रॉम अ सेम सिटी. तो हमारे पास और बहुत सारी कन्वर्जेशन हो जाती हैं कि यहाँ का ट्रैफिक कैसा है, यहाँ का वेदर कैसा है. बट टॉकिंग अबाउट टुडेज गेस्ट, वो उतनी उनकी फील्ड में किस लेवल पर है ये तो हमारे को पॉडकास्ट करके पता ही चलने वाला है. बट बिफोर दैट आई एम टेलिंग यू कि आपको इस पॉडकास्ट में बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आने वाला है बिकॉज अगर हम विजुअली बात करें तो वो बहुत सुंदर है और अगर हम बात करने के तरीके पे बात करें तो शी हैज़ सच अ करिज्मेटिक ऑरा कि उनसे बात करने में ही बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है. सो आई थिंक थोड़ा सा अब मैं उस अपनी साइड को स्विच करके चलते हैं टू आवर official Soma Speaks episode where we discover a lot about science and healthcare. और उसी में आज की जो हमारी गेस्ट है उनका नाम है डॉक्टर तानिया बख्शी, who is an homeopathic doctor and a wellness expert. Welcome to Soma Speaks.
Thank you. How sweet was that introduction? I think इतने टाइम में इतना सुंदर इंट्रोडक्शन किसी ने नहीं दिया. So sweet of you. Thank you.
चलो, so सबसे पहले तो I just want to know, was this your choice to be a homeopathic doctor?
I come from generational homeopathy practice, which is essentially 50-60 years of my dad practicing homeopathy and then 40 years of my grandfather doing it. So we come from around 100 years where we've just seen or heard of homeopathy. तो मेरे घर में जब generations ये थी, मेरे से बड़े जो cousins थे वो सारे doctors थे, homeopathy doctors. In fact मेरे father को ये बहुत prominently चाहिए था that सारी लड़कियाँ, बिकॉज वी आर ऑल गर्ल्स इन द फैमिली, तो जितनी भी लड़कियाँ अपने पैरों पे खड़ी हूँ तो उन्होंने बोला आप सब मेडिसिन तो पढ़ो एंड होम्योपैथी तो करो, प्रैक्टिस शुरू करो. एंड टुडे वी आर ऑल गर्ल्स इन द फैमिली एंड वी आर ऑल डॉक्टर्स. एंड इट डिडंट रियली बिकम अ चॉइस बिकॉज देयर वाज नो अदर चॉइस, लाइक देयर वाज नो प्लान बी. But I did not want to do it. I remember in class 12th because I was like, बहुत pressure होएगा, I'll be too much. But I also wanted to take a break to understand life and stuff. But destiny ने ऐसा I think role play किया that I could not. And that was the time when a lot of medical changes came in that we were discussing. So I didn't have enough time to think because झटके में सब कुछ change हो रहा था, know. So we just gave our entrance and I joined college and it wasn't really a choice because it was always known, expected and it was always a norm हमारे घर में. तो मुझे कुछ नया नहीं लगा कि मैं कुछ नया कर रही हूँ या मेरे को कुछ strive नया कुछ करना है. नहीं, it was always normal for us and we grew up a lot around it, a lot. तो हमें पता था कि हम कहाँ से belong कर रहे हैं. हमें इतना confidence था कि नहीं कर लेंगे,
So when we talk about this subject, what exactly is this subject? क्या है ये? हम लोग आजकल बहुत commonly इस चीज़ के बारे में समझते हैं, सुनते हैं, तो इसकी और डिटेल से बाद में आएंगे. But first of all, what exactly is homeopathy?
So homeopathy is an alternative medicine that we all know that is based on the law that's based on the law that's called like cures like. तो ये लॉ ये बताता है कि सपोजिटली आपको फीवर है, फ्लशेस ऑफ रेडनेस है ऑन द फेस, एंड बिल्कुल आपका फेस रेड हो रहा है, जारिंग सेंसेशन इन योर ईयर्स। अब मैं क्या करूँगी, जब मैं सिम्टम्स देखूंगी आपके अंदर, मैं अपनी होम्योपैथी साइंस से एक रेमेडी ऐसी निकालूंगी जो इस केस में बेलाडोना होगी, और वो मैं आपको दूंगी। बट मैंने बेलाडोना कौन से बेसिस पे चूज करी? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ symptoms that are similar to the proving of belladonna. So it is based on like cures like, law of similia जिसको कहते हैं। Similia meaning similar. That means your symptoms should match the symptoms of the plant when it was proved on people. So it's like saying that Allium cepa प्याज से बनता है ना? Now Allium cepa cold में बहुत दिया जाता है. It is one of our ingredients also, I think, in our cold and cough medicines because it's a very good ingredient. एंड एलियम सीपा एक ऐसा, जब वो प्याज से बनता है, उसकी भी प्रूविंग हुई है कोल्ड के ऊपर, उसको भी देखा गया कि वो कोल्ड ठीक करता है। तो जब किसी को कोल्ड होता है यूजुअली लोग अपने आप ये ले भी लेते हैं। सिमिलरली जैसे नक्स वोमिका हो गई, वैसे बहुत सारी मेडिसिन है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लॉ ऑफ सिमिलिया। एलोपैथी में क्या होता है, दे वर्क ऑन एलियोपैथी विच मीन्स ऑपोजिट्स। ओके, सो आपको दर्द हो रहा है, मैं आपको कुछ ऐसा दूंगी विच विल बी जस्ट द ऑपोजिट टू ट्रीट दैट काइंड ऑफ pain, headache, right? Whereas in homeopathy, I'll give you something similar. So the way we prescribe is based on our laws. In homeopathy, law of similia है, allopathy में completely different है, opposite medicines prescribe करते हैं।
All right. So as you said कि बहुत सारे लोग because of common ingredients, people now know about it and they take the medicines on their own.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of patent homeopathic medicines also, different companies की जो लोग लेना prefer करते हैं। उससे पहले एक बहुत common question, a lot of time people get confused with हमारे को German homeopathic medicines लेनी चाहिए या Indian homeopathic medicines लेनी चाहिए। What exactly is the difference and what would you suggest someone?
See, to be really honest with you, that's a very personal choice depending on the budget you have, depending on what you want. I've grown up taking homeopathy, Indian homeopathy. You know, I've grown up taking vaccine medicines. तो मैं कैसे बोल दूँ कि Indian homeopathy ठीक नहीं है, जबकि मैं तो पूरी लाइफ वही लिया है, मेरी generations ने वही लिया है, मेरे पूरे clinic में वही medicine चलती है. And I personally, I'm a very big advocate of Make in India, a very big advocate of how important it is for us to realize and actually have Indian medicines. I think the only difference that you can see today is that every country has its own regulations, rules, the way they operate in their factories, the way they work on their pharmacopoeia, it's very different. But that doesn't mean India is far away from international standards. I certainly don't believe that. There is a protocol, there is a way. Why is it that today homeopathy medicines from India are being exported all across the globe? Because
Correct.
we have that kind of result, we have that kind of efficiency, we have that kind of quality that we can provide to the world, right? And I think that is very important for us to understand. I think बहुत बड़ा भ्रम है ये इंडिया में that बाहर की मेडिसिन ही लेते हैं, you know, बाहर की लेते हैं अच्छी होगी. That's not true. That's really not true. I'll tell you why it's not true. Because a lot of times it doesn't matter the medicine you take, the quality of the medicine matters most. So if you're taking a Nux vomica and it doesn't have an active ingredient or a very low quality of active ingredient, then you're basically like screwed, क्योंकि how will you know, right, कि क्या लेना है? And ये बहुत बड़ा myth है कि इंडिया में quality medicines या quality manufacturers नहीं है. Because I think for the last 20 years, I've just seen Dr. Bakshi, my father, everybody just strive for quality in India. We often do this. हमारे raw material आते हैं, herbs आती हैं. वो आपको कहाँ से आती है? वो इंडिया से आती है. अगर मैं इंडिया में इम्पोर्ट बना रही हूँ मेडिसिन, तो वो इंडिया से आती हैं? एब्सोल्युटली नॉट. दे कम फ्रॉम अक्रॉस द ग्लोब. So we all, if it's somebody sitting in Germany making homeopathy medicines, or somebody sitting in India, or somebody sitting in Japan, we all look for herbs from exporters. अब मेरी जो आर्निका होगी, एक्कोनाइट होगी, मुझे यहाँ थोड़ी मिलेगी, मुझे बाहर से एक्सपोर्ट करनी पड़ेगी ना. हाईएस्ट क्वालिटी की मेडिसिन, हाईएस्ट क्वालिटी की हर्ब, वो यहाँ आएगी, मेडिसिन में कन्वर्ट होगी. So you have to understand that I personally do believe that if you make in India, make in Germany, make in anywhere, the quality of your ingredients should be top notch. And today, all the biggest companies are exporting from the same vendors.
Correct.
Because they all know that they can give the best quality. So there's no two ways about it. I think ये myth है बहुत बड़ा. German, Indian, I personally believe वो लो जिससे आपको result मिलते हैं, efficiency है, and that's most important. Like I've grown up taking vaccine medicine, so how can I say कि Indian homeopathy ठीक नहीं है? You know?
Correct. So yes, coming back to like people are prone to okay, अब उनको पता चल गया कि उनको नक्स भूमिका act कर रही है for certain stomach related issues, so they will be taking that. But is that okay? Is that good and is that a healthy practice, or shall we really look forward and consult a doctor before taking any medicine?
So you're saying that somebody who takes it over the counter, is it good or bad? So I did a study on this, I think 2 years back, where I realized that doctors can treat only 30% of the patients, right? So where is homeopathy medicine going? How is homeopathy medicine, the rest 70% being sold, right? What it made me realize is there is a huge cult following of homeopathy lovers. Huge. It is huge. These people are self-read people. They come on the counter, they take it themselves. Be it a patent, a combination medicine, be it a single medicine, be it a cosmetic product like we have our Arnica shampoo or anything like that. Now you tell me one thing. How can I classify as a doctor and as somebody who's been watching the industry very closely, the homeopathy industry? How can I say it's wrong? Just tell me, how can I say it's wrong? I'll tell you why. Because this person who is self-reading it knows probably much more than a normal person.
Correct.
This person is self-read. This person has experienced the medicine to know कि मुझे कितना खाना है, क्या खाना है, right? Homeopathy today in our country has also become OTC, over the counter. And I don't think that it is bad for the world or bad for homeopathy, and I'll tell you why. It might be bad for us as doctors. I agree. Why? Because by the end of it, it's tough. Because medicines get sold over the counter. And at the same point of time, you realize that डॉक्टर लिखी मेडिसिन जो होती हैं या डॉक्टर द्वारा दी गई मेडिसिन जो होती हैं, दे आर गिवन अकॉर्डिंग टू अ सर्टेन पोटेंसी, सर्टेन डोजेज, सो इट्स सेफ. यू कैन होल्ड द डॉक्टर अकाउंटेबल कि नहीं, डॉक्टर जो बोल रहा है वही करेंगे क्योंकि डॉक्टर ने सेफ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दी है, राइट? आप जब ओवर द काउंटर लेते हो, आजकल हर मेडिसिन पे लिखा होता है कि कितनी बारी आपको लेना है, नहीं लेना है. तो वो लोग जो मेडिसिन बनाते हैं वो लोग सोच समझ के बनाते होंगे, डोजेज सोच समझ के देते होंगे, उनको पता है क्या देना है क्या नहीं देना ओवर द काउंटर में. आपको एक एग्जाम्पल बताती हूँ. इतने लोग आते हैं इंस्टाग्राम पे हर जगह, डॉक्टर मैंने थ्रोट एड ले ली, मेरा गला ठीक हो गया. अब अगर मैं उससे बोलूँ नहीं, तू मेरे पास ही आ, तू एज ए डॉक्टर मेरे से ही ले, तू बाहर से मत ले, देन आई एम बिकमिंग सेल्फिश. नो,
या करेक्ट, ट्रू.
देन आई एम बिकमिंग सेल्फिश एंड आई एम सेइंग नहीं, तू मेरे से ही आ, मेरे से ही मेडिसिन ले. वो ठीक हो रहा है, मुझे उसको सिर्फ गाइड करना है, ठीक है, तू अब तक ले और अब तक रोक दे, दैट्स इट, राइट? सो आई पर्सनली फील देयर इज अ वेरी थिन लाइन बिटवीन द ईगो ऑफ अ डॉक्टर and the science moving ahead. My forte as a doctor should be the science should move ahead.
Correct.
And if the science is moving ahead with medicines properly prescribed, how to take, how not to take, there's no harm. And let me tell you, this does not contradict a doctor's practice at all. At all. How? डॉक्टर्स की प्रैक्टिस रहेगी ही रहेगी. मैं एज अ डॉक्टर 100 पेशेंट से ज़्यादा देख सकती हूँ, 200 से ज़्यादा देख सकती हूँ एक दिन में.
Correct.
हम लोगों की लिमिट नहीं है. तो अगर मैं बोल दूं नहीं, मैं 100 ही पेशेंट देखूंगी और वही होम्योपैथी चलाएंगे, ऐसी होम्योपैथी चलेगी, दैट्स रॉन्ग. वी हैव अ लिमिट एज डॉक्टर्स एंड वी हैव टू रियलाइज इट. हम 100-200 ज़्यादा पेशेंट नहीं देख सकते हैं. सो व्हेन वी से कि होम्योपैथी मेडिसिन सिर्फ डॉक्टर द्वारा ली जा रही है या ली जानी चाहिए, शायद हम साइंस को ग्रो होने से रोक देते हैं. Because I cannot see thousands of patients, but thousands of patients can get better taking homeopathy. So why are we not thinking ahead and saying नहीं यार कि होम्योपैथी लेने से बेटर हो जाएंगे? There's so many people who come to my colleagues and stuff and they said, डॉक्टर हेयर रिवाइवर यूज़ किया था मैंने किसी वैक्सीन का, आप बताओ अब क्या करना है? They come after trying the product because they know it works. So that is also a very big leverage that we get in the industry, where industry is growing. People are wanting to take homeopathy, they're wanting natural solutions, they're wanting better solutions. And what more do we need as doctors? इससे बड़ी चीज़ कोई हो सकती है? Yes, one thing I'll say is, if you're taking over the counter any medicine, उसके पीछे प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिखी होती है, आपको कैसे डोजेज लेनी है, डोजेज हमेशा लिखी होती है. अगर नहीं लिखी होती तो प्लीज़ आप लोकली अपने डॉक्टर्स को कांटेक्ट करो या हमें कांटेक्ट करो इस डीएम में, इस पॉडकास्ट के द्वारा, we'll help you. बट जहाँ पे लिखी है, then you don't need it. Like so many medicines are there. There are more than lakhs of medicines that are going OTC. Lakhs of them. अब कैलकेरिया फॉस है, कैलकेरिया फॉस 6x घर घर में जाती है जब बच्चे को टीदिंग होती है। यहाँ तक कि आपके एलोपैथी डॉक्टर्स भी बोलते हैं, होम्योपैथी में आती है बायोकेमिक मेडिसिन, ये ले लो। क्यों बोलते हैं? अब उसके लिए तो डॉक्टर की प्रिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं चाहिए होती। आज एलोपैथी में स्टोर्स में, फार्मेसीज में कैलकेरिया फॉस 6x बिक रही है, वो होम्योपैथी सॉल्ट है। तो मैं बोल दूं कि नहीं, इसको नहीं होना चाहिए? नो, इट इज हेल्पिंग सो मेनी पीपल।
करेक्ट।
नाउ देयर इज अ ड्रॉबैक आल्सो, राइट? What is the drawback that we might say? What is the problem that we might hear or understand about? कभी कभी लोगों को ये नहीं समझ में आता कि स्टॉप कब करना है। You know, you're a doctor yourself. You'll realize हमारी मेडिसिन में कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं होता, बट ओवर यूज से प्रॉब्लम जरूर हो सकती है।
करेक्ट।
When we abuse anything, be it a self-care product, be it any skincare product, be it any kind of medicine, even your normal herbs like हल्दी मिर्ची ज़्यादा खा लो, next दिन पेट खराब हो जाएगा, inflammation हो जाएगी, right? So किसी भी चीज़ की जब अति हो जाती है ना, आप ज़्यादा कर देते हो हद से, of course it'll harm you. Same with homeopathy. So imagine if you're taking something for months unsupervised, that is something that's questionable. Like I'll share with you what happens in my house. My dad takes his Cardate, जो Baxin की आती है. He takes his Arjuna Baxin वाली mother tincture every day. He's a doctor. He monitors himself, right? I take my Throated. I take my 5-flower remedy. I know how it goes. I know what to do, how not to do, right? But then we also stop it, na, at some point of time, and then we restart it because we're doctors. We know. You also know. कि एक time में रोकना पड़ता है. Then you have to restart it. Same with vitamin D today, right? There's no other logic. But with people who just overdo and continue it in excessive doses, it'll give them not side effects, but I'll say medicine की proving हो जाएगी. हम होम्योपैथी में क्यों बोलते हैं, एक मेडिसिन है, अब वो ज़्यादा ले लो ना, उस मेडिसिन के सिम्टम्स आपकी बॉडी में आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, जिसको आप अपने कॉमन लैंग्वेज में तो बोलोगे साइड इफेक्ट्स, बट होंगे वो मेडिसिन की प्रूविंग। मेडिसिन के जो सिम्टम्स हैं वो आप में दिखने शुरू हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि ज़्यादा अति हो जाएगी मेडिसिन की, which happens in 1 in a billion cases, क्योंकि वही 1 in a billion cases होते हैं जो ओवर मेडिकेट करते हैं अपने आप।
Alright, so you mentioned about this, and I've heard about this too in homeopathy. So what exactly is the difference between a mother tincture and the powers, different powers?
बहुत लोग पूछते हैं, बहुत लोग पूछते हैं। मदर टिंचर बीइंग द मदर, हम मदर की बात करते हैं। मदर क्या होता है? इट्स द मेन सोल्यूशन, द फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ आवर मेडिसिन्स दैट आर मेड ऑफ, राइट? सो मदर टिंचर कैसे बनती है? पर्कुलेशन, मैसरेशन आर 2 मेथड्स जिससे हमारी मदर टिंचर्स बनती है। फैक्ट्री में अगर आप जाते हो, यू कैन, एनीबडी हु वांट्स टू गो एंड विजिट अ होम्योपैथी फैक्ट्री, फील मोर देन फ्री, यू कैन गो टू Baxin factories anytime. There you can very well see how mother tinctures are made. It's a long process, maceration, percolation. It's not a 2-day process. It takes time. मदर टिंचर जो होती है वो आपकी सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सोल्यूशन होती है, क्योंकि क्या होता है, उसमें हर्ब्स का पूरा टिंचर होता है एंड उसमें नेचुरल प्रिजर्वेटिव होता है ENA, राइट? अब उसके बाद जो आपकी डाइल्यूशंस बनती है 30, 200, 1M, 50M एंड फर्दर ऑन, ये वाली जो डाइल्यूशंस होती है ये मदर टिंचर से बनती है। उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, 1 part of mother tincture, 99 part of supposedly your dilution, your preservative or your ENA, right, as we call it, and then we dilution कर करके हम potentize कर देते हैं उसे, dilute कर करके। Why do we do this? हम सीधा mother tincture क्यों नहीं दे देते? mother tincture में highest amount of active ingredient होता है, तो एक आयुर्वेदा काढ़ा अगर आप रोज ले लो, आपको गर्मी हो जाती है ना, पेट में, हर जगह बॉडी में गर्मी हो जाती है। इमेजिन दैट इज योर मदर टिंचर। इट इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सोल्यूशन इन होम्योपैथी। हम वो तभी देते हैं क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस में जब हमें पता होता है कि बहुत ही सिवियर केस है, हमें पैलिएशन करनी है, या हमें पता है कि बिल्कुल क्योर नहीं हो सकता, या इन सर्टन केसेस इंस्टेंट हीलिंग चाहिए, तो बहुत कम टाइम के लिए हम दे देते हैं, राइट? बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू potencies, why were they made? Because when we dilute it in homeopathy, when we dilute any medicine, हम उसकी potency बढ़ाते हैं। होम्योपैथी में माना जाता है जैसे जैसे potency बढ़ती है वैसे वैसे मेडिसिन की पावर बढ़ती है। So supposedly Aconite 200 will be a stronger medicine compared to an Aconite 30. हम ये बोलते हैं कि जैसे जैसे potency बढ़ गई, 30 से 200 बन गई, 200 से 50M बन गई, the medicine becomes stronger as well. Right? Okay. That's the logic behind it. And now you may ask कि कौन सी वाली लें, हम 30 लें, 200 लें, क्या करें? I personally believe start with the smallest, start with 30 and then you can go with 200 अगर नहीं काम करती।
All right. So, as you were mentioning कि जब हम बात करते हैं not just medicines, what all does homeopathy caters to? Is it just your diseases, or it is more than that? And when we talk about diseases, is it just like when we talk about acupressure, जैसे मैं अभी आपसे बात कर रही थी, तो people have a very pre-made notion about it that it is related to pains only, whereas I am creating awareness कि it is related to a lot of mental health issues as well. It is related to a lot of other things as well. How you can remove the anxiety within you, how you can remove the stress within you, the exam stress and things like that. So when we talk about homeopathy, are we just talking about some medicines की fever हो गया, बुखार हो गया, पेट में दर्द हो गई, or it has more scope than that?
Homeopathy has a very big scope. I myself was quite puzzled because when I came in after practicing, after graduating, I was very confused. I was like, kahan do? But then when I sat in the clinical practice, I was like, it's huge. Huge. I cannot tell you. Joint pain se leke, gastritis se leke, acne se leke, all your gut issues, all your hair issues, all your mental health issues. Like there's so many people who themselves now, by seeing Instagram, take Dr. Bakshi flower remedies. And it's completely safe. It's even milder than your, let's just say, homeopathy, other medicines, because they're made out of mother tinctures. Those are made separately in other ways. Flower remedies are so good for the mental health. So good, I cannot tell you. And right now, because you also talked about spirituality, we're living in an age and time of Kali Yuga. When Kali Yuga comes, a lot of pressure comes on the head, right? A lot of stress comes. It is written that most of our organs that are affected is the brain. Right? Yes. Our brain will become problematic. Problems यहाँ पे create होंगे, यहाँ पे भले ही कम हो, यहाँ पे create होंगे. इंसान छोटे होते जाएंगे पेड़ों से, हमें बताया जाता था ये. अगर आप पढ़ते हो, I think you know about it. And उससे you'll understand that the next few years are a lot about mental health, a lot about mental health struggle. And वो हमें दिख रहा है.
True.
As doctors, as people, because हम लोग का अब schedule क्या हो गया है लोगों का, लोग बाहर जाते हैं, स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ जीते हैं, घर आते हैं, फिर स्ट्रेस निकालने का तरीका नहीं होता. there's no way, there's no exercise, there's no good physical routine, there's no good nutrition, there's no good quality time with family. Everybody's on their phones all the time today. There's no outlook, right? So stress levels are increasing massively. And the only option जो हमारे पास रह जाता है is the fact that we can rely on certain medications that do not give us dependency. हर इंसान को ये चाहिए ना कि मेडिसिन लो, डिपेंडेंसी ना आए.
करेक्ट.
अभी एंटी स्ट्रेस या एंटी एंजाइटी या एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स अगर कोई लेता है तो डिपेंडेंसी आ जाती है. एक बार ले लेते हो, यू बिकम डिपेंडेंट ऑन इट, राइट? So when we take homeopathy, we don't become dependent, especially when we take flower remedies. Dr. Bakshi flower remedies आती है, we do not become dependent. You can only take it when you need it. You will never become dependent. I'm treating a lot of postpartum mothers, and it's become quite a thing which people don't talk about now, that the kind of stress they deal with is a lot. I give 5 flower remedy at night, mustard and gorse in the morning, and patients are completely fine. So again, are we limiting and saying नहीं होम्योपैथी तो जी आर्निका और यही CP6X में रह जाएगी? नहीं, बहुत वाइड स्कोप है. डॉक्टर अच्छे चाहिए ये देखने के लिए कि स्कोप कैसा चाहिए.
I agree on this. So when we come to doctors, I would want to ask you this, जो मैं कभी actually होम्योपैथिक डॉक्टर से पूछ नहीं पाई. What exactly are those गोलियाँ which people get, जो बहुत सारे लोग बस कहते हैं वो मीठी दवाई होती है तो हम खा लेते हैं. What exactly is that and what is the role of it?
Well, the meathi goliyan that you refer to are actually globules, and they're actually made out of pharma grade sugar. And these globules are actually used to dispense the medicine, क्योंकि इनके अंदर वो drops डालते हैं, हम उसको shake करते हैं और वो आगे दे देते हैं. हम drops directly क्यों नहीं देते? कई doctors होते हैं और drops directly भी देते हैं, but aggravation ना हो या milder form of dosage हो, then globules दिए जाते हैं. Globules में कुछ बुरा नहीं है, except the fact that मैं कई बच्चों में ADHD, बच्चों में जिनमें ADHD होता है, ऑटिज्म होता है, या डायबिटिक्स होते हैं, टाइप 1, टाइप 2, या पीपल हु आर गेनिंग वेट एंड डोंट वांट शुगर, इन सब में मैं ग्लोब्यूल्स नहीं देती. आई डोंट गिव ग्लोब्यूल्स एट ऑल बिकॉज उनको जरूरत नहीं है. वो बेसिकली दे आर अवॉइडिंग शुगर एट ऑल कॉस्ट्स, राइट? सो वी डोंट गिव इट टू देम, वी गिव डाइल्यूशन. So there's no big thing to it. Globules is just a form of dispensing the medicine. It's easier ना. हमारे ना जो फाउंडर थे डॉक्टर हेनेमन, he said medicine should be easy to take.
Correct.
He said medicine should not be tough to take, because when he saw what was happening in the medicine industry was electrocution, bloodletting, and leech therapy. So he said this is too painful.
Correct.
We'd rather have a method that's safe and enjoyable for the patient, So that's when all these methods came about.
All right. So next thing, we did talk about a lot of benefits and the healthier side of homeopathic. But are there really any dangers to homeopathic or of homeopathic?
Dangers of homeopathy medicine. The biggest danger of homeopathy medicine is when you abuse homeopathy medicine for a very long time. आप कोई medicine constantly ले जा रहे हो महीनों तक without any supervision or any check from anybody, often it will result in proving because of abuse of medicine, which can cause any kind of ill effects in the body. I won't call them side effects, because you are over medicating your body than what it really needs and abusing the medicine, and that's the only side effect I feel. Rest, there's no side effect. In fact, a lot of patients ask me, and a lot of people ask me, doctor, I saw this medicine, it has alcohol written at the back. All homeopathy medicines have alcohol written in the back, right? And they think that ये तो वही वाली alcohol है जो बाहर मिलती है, ये तो वही है. And I have to tell them that if this were unsafe, then the Indian medicine authority wouldn't even legalize it to use, right? First. Second, the alcohol that you see here is actually ENA. ENA is a pharma grade alcohol that is used as the most natural preservative in medicines.
Okay.
Now, instead of putting artificial preservatives, it's the most natural preservative. And the kind of dosage we give, look at it, I'm giving 5 drops. You've taken homeopathy. How many drops do you take? You don't take 40 drops, no?
Correct.
Exactly.
So max to max, I guess 10 to 15
10 to 15 से ऊपर नहीं जाता. वो भी 2 दिन ले लिया, तीसरे दिन ठीक हो जाते हो. Then you don't take it. So that's the kind of dosage we also give, ना? So उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता है.
And I have always been thinking about this. Are there any expiry to homeopathic medicines?
No, because of this. Because of this natural preservatives, dilutions तो don't even have an expiry, but फिर भी बहुत late है ही नहीं. Globules में भी नहीं होगी, क्योंकि जिसमें आपने डाल दिया, it becomes as a natural preservative. You won't believe it. होम्योपैथी में ये भी माना जाता है, जितनी पुरानी मेडिसिन उतनी अच्छी. हाँ, ये भी माना जाता है. एंड मैं तो लेती हूँ, मैं तो घर में बॉटल्स पड़ी होती है 3-3 साल पुरानी, अब मैं उनको फेंक थोड़ी दूंगी. करेक्ट. हाँ, सो आई हैव देम एंड आई यूज देम.
सो बेसिकली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन्स, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सर्टेन हर्ब्स व्हिच आर सिमिलर टू द सिम्टम्स, आई मीन द एक्टिंग ऑफ विच आर सिमिलर टू द सिम्टम्स, और उन हर्ब्स के ही डाइल्यूशंस को मेडिसिन के फॉर्म में हम लोग ले रहे हैं. सो नाउ ये तो एक आपका मेडिसिन वाला पार्ट हो गया, बट एज आई सॉ ऑन योर प्रोफाइल, homeopathic talks a lot about skincare and hair health as well. What exactly is that perspective of homeopathy?
So when I came here and when I started my practice, I did not have great hair. I had okay hair all my life, and I was like, I'm a doctor now. COVID का time है, कुछ तो experiment करो, कोई तो mother tinctures ले, कुछ तो करो. मैंने अपने घर में 4-5 mother tinctures mix करी, spray bottle में बनाई, और मैंने यहाँ पे लगानी शुरू कर दी. I didn't have hair on this part of my scalp, which is fully there now. Baby hair is here. Like, I'm very happy now, right? And I was like, because I never had hair here. My mom had great hair. My sister had great hair. So I was like, I've got to do it, right? And I think uske next year मेरी sister की भी wedding थी or something or the other. So I said, better do it. And I created the hair reviver by just sitting at home, mixing a few mother tinctures, realizing how it works. And when I made the when I made the solution and I put it on my hair, बाल उग गए and बाल better हो गए और hair fall better हो गया. तो मैंने बोला जाके, I told my staff in the house, मैंने किया, वो तो देख रहे थे, बना रहे थे, कि दीदी मुझे भी दो, मुझे भी घर लेके जाना है. उन्होंने अपने बेटे पे ट्राई किया, उनके बेटे के बाल आ गए और छोटे छोटे बाल जो थे वो लंबे हो गए और बाल गिरना बंद हो गए. Then I went to my dad and my dad said, नहीं ऐसे नहीं होता, रिजल्ट लेकर आओ. मैं रिजल्ट लेकर आई. He said, ये तो बड़ा अच्छा है, you must give it to the world. अगर if you think that ये काम कर रहा है तो लोगों के लिए अवेलेबल कराओ. Now the Baxon's Hair Reviver is a great solution for people who have hair fall. Despite having hair fall, now if you have hair fall के साथ deficiencies, no. Hair Reviver will only do topical work. you have to correct your deficiencies because that's the most common thing I'm seeing for hair fall. At the same point of time, apply the hair reviver. Like even now in winters, I apply hair reviver thrice a week at least. It's my most used product throughout the year. The only reason I do it is why homeopathy is very good with hair science and why I do it is उसमें active ingredients हैं और कुछ भी नहीं है. Arnica, Cantharis, Cinchona, Rose Marinus, Jabarandi यही है. There's nothing more. There's no actives in it. Actives का मतलब होता है जो आजकल commercially market में बिक रहे हैं, which include certain Anagen, Minoxidil, जिससे आपको product dependent hair loss होगा. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आप लगाते रहो तो आप ठीक हो, छोड़ दोगे तो hair loss शुरू हो जाएगा and worse हो जाएगा. ये इसमें नहीं होता hair reviver में because इसमें सिर्फ herbs है and nothing else. और herbs भी mother tincture से बनी है. So literally nothing more. And I remember making the first lot myself in the factory when I went. I told them, okay, this is how it's done, and now they're experts. You know, so it's just such a heartwarming feeling that I got this. It's probably India's or maybe the world's first homeopathy chemist ever to exist. Yeah.
Wow. Similar for the skincare?
Skincare, I didn't do much, I'll be honest with you. I came into the industry and I realized homeopathy skincare was doing wonders. And aloe vera calendula घर घर में पहुंच गई थी. Similarly, Arnica shampoo. So when I asked कि ये क्यों है, so my father he started Sunny, the brand, in 1900s. So most of you who've been watching सबको Arnica shampoo का पता ही होगा because 1900s में ये rage होता था, like crazy होता था. Like probably India's first few herbal shampoos that actually came in, and definitely the first Arnica shampoo in homeopathy. Like there wasn't anything better. So I grew up with that. So मेरे लिए क्या होता था कि ये डॉग शैम्पू है, ह्यूमन शैम्पू है, ये शैम्पू है, एक दिन ये लगता था, एक दिन ये लगता है. हाँ, कुछ शैम्पू तो शैम्पू होता है ना, आप डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज के लिए डिवाइड करते हो बस. सो आई ग्रू अप विद इट, तो मेरे को तो कुछ गलत लगता ही नहीं था और अभी भी नहीं लगता क्योंकि मैं वही शैम्पू यूज करती हूँ. आई डोंट यूज एनीथिंग एल्स बिकॉज इट सूट्स मी, राइट, एंड आई हैव बीन यूजिंग इट फॉर years and years and years. So Dr. Bakshi actually got skincare and good quality hair care and skincare products in homeopathy for more and more homeopathy lovers to use it. So like our Arnica, उसमें Arnica का जो extract डलता है, Arnica comes also or originates or is loved by homeopathy people, right? Similarly, most of our skincare that's from Sunny Herbals, it has aloe vera calendula, most of it. हमारे face washes में होगा, हमारे shampoos में होगा, because of calendula and aloe vera's healing properties. So that.
So, if I talk about my modality, then we have certain points, we have certain, acupressure points which are there, which act like your daily boosters, which you have to practice either in the morning or in the night to keep yourself, a healthy, just for a healthy practice. Similarly, we have some multivitamins. Do we have certain multivitamins or things like that in homeopathic? And would you recommend people to use them?
Like daily, जो आप use कर सकते हो. I think to keep healthy, as we discussed, lifestyle changes are very important. If you don't exercise, if you don't supposedly take the right meals on time, if you don't take enough nutrition, all these things are very important. But homeopathy में मैं एक चीज़ जो मैं use करती हूँ, मैं ये बता सकती हूँ. I personally use the throat aid a lot. Like मेरे bag में होती है. Why do I use this throat aid, or why is it always with me on the second or third day of the week? Because जब ज़रूरत पे से आप सौंफ का पानी ले लेते हो ना, आपको जब bloating होती है, सौंफ अजवाइन डाल के ले लेते हो. I personally take throat aid क्योंकि मुझे ना बहुत जल्दी गला पकड़ जाता है एंड पेन हो जाता है और उससे ना मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाती हूँ. बिकॉज इन्फेक्शन कभी भी आएगी वो थ्रोट से आएगी, पहले गला खराब होता है, देन इट स्टार्ट्स. सो फर्स्ट आई डू इज आई टेक माई थ्रोट मेडिसिन, माई थ्रोट एड. And then further on, I think what I could say is what people could take is, I think again B22, B33. Because right now as it is, it's cold season, right? And everybody's falling sick. So every alternate day, if you want prevention ke liye, as you suggested, you can take B22, B33, 10 drops once or twice a day. And it'll actually help and prevent infections. And if you get them, you'll be quicker, recovery quicker hoegi. So that's a good thing to have. Apart from that, in homeopathy, I use a lot of skincare. I use our aloe vera with neem gel a lot. At night, I don't do actives. I don't do niacinamide. I don't do thousands of serums. I don't have the time for it. And yeah, I just do simple stuff. And apart from that, I think होम्योपैथी जनरली ऑल्सो, जैसे बर्न हो गया, पैक्सिन की कैंथारिस ऑइंटमेंट आती है, यू नो, यू कैन यूज इट.
Okay.
अगर सपोजिडली एनीथिंग इन द हाउस, ब्लोटिंग हो गई, गैस्ट्रोइड आती है. गैस्ट्रोइड इज गुड मेडिसिन टू हैव इन द हाउस कि ब्लोटिंग और गैस के लिए. कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो गई, आपने इतना फाइबर ले लिया फिर भी मोशन नहीं आ रहा, एंड यू वांट समथिंग माइल्ड एंड यू डोंट वांट अ लैक्सेटिव. AC7 काम करती है माइल्ड कॉन्स्टिपेशन में, बच्चों में बहुत अच्छा काम करती है. इट्स अ वेरी गुड टैबलेट, यू कैन जस्ट हैव. उसमें कोई भी ऐसा लैक्सेटिव इफेक्ट नहीं है, तो डिपेंडेंसी नहीं आती है ना. स्मॉल थिंग्स यू कैन कीप इन द हाउस. 2233 थ्रोट एड, फीवो एड, दैट आई विल से. सो होता क्या है कि कभी भी आप कोई भी एलोपैथी पेन किलर लो या एंटीपायरेक्सिक ड्रग लो, जो एंटी फीवर ड्रग होता है, आपको 4-5 घंटे में लेना पड़ता है, राइट. विद होम्योपैथी देयर इज अ ऑल्टरनेटिव यू कैन यूज इज बैक्सन्स फीवोएड. You can just keep giving that and the child will be much better. Every 2 hours they do, every 3 hours the child will be fine.
All right, so now let's come to this, that of course we all know about the MBBS medicine, or you can talk about the allopathic medicine, but when we talk about homeopathy, is it approved by WHO? Is it approved by the global organizations?
Yes, WHO. In fact, recently, Elon Musk even put it up on his page and as a status that WHO actually recognized homeopathy. It was huge last year, huge. You know, we're at a very good stage in our platform as homeopathy doctors, as homeopathy people in the industry. We're at a very good time because homeopathy is being recognized everywhere. Today, people across the world text us. They text us from Nigeria, from New Zealand, from Canada, from US, just for good homeopathy medicines.
Wow.
And you know what they say? हमारी दादी नानी देती थी जब हम छोटे थे, और उसके बाद हम भूल गए और अभी हमें चाहिए. तो अब बताओ हम कैसे लें? And that's the thing. You know?
Great. So there's another thing that I would want to know about this science is, we definitely talked about the side effects, we talked about the dangers, if there are any, we did talk about that. But why would you suggest people to leave all the conventional medicines that they have been taking and switch to homeopathy?
Because it's safer. It has no side effects. So imagine you take your gastritis के लिए medicine, you take your any kind of drug for acidity, right? And all these things, when taken for a long term, they actually impact your gut. They actually impact how your brain functions. So most of your painkillers that you take, even for ladies who take painkillers during their period pain, it's not the best. Because it will have side effects on your body.
Correct.
And that's not good at all. At all. So rather you take something that's milder, has no side effects on your body, and is very, very good for you to heal. When we have alternatives, why are people not using it?
Exactly.
Right? So my only ask is, if you are taking any allopathy medicine and you want to switch to homeopathy, let's start. Like I'll tell you an example, right? There's a patient of mine, उसकी diet अभी भी मेरे WhatsApp पे है. She's saying, मेरे को इतनी acidity होती है तान्या, इतनी acidity होती है, I can't tell you. She said, I'm 60% better with my acidity now with your medicine. Now, whereby I had to take allopathy every day, I take it 2 times a week, right? Not more than that. जब ज़रूरत पड़ती है types. What does that show? That this person is now dealing with a medicine that's much more milder, safer, and better for the body. And that there's no harm in that.
Alright, so you did talk about a lot of medicines that people could take in certain problems, but before we end, I just want to know any particular medicine you would want to suggest to people who are going through a lot of mental stress, because that is something which I think everybody around us are going through, whether it be because of office, whether it be because of the schools, whether it be because of the home course or anything. So any good recommendation for normal daily mental stress?
I think my first ask would be, before you hop on to even homeopathy medicine, understand where your stress is coming from. Start performing a lot of activities in your day that are helping your body and releasing endorphins. Could be exercising, could be eating and cooking your favorite meal. It could be taking a walk in the evening, taking a call while walking. It could be simple things like listening to the music you like. It could be meditation. It could be spending time with your family. It could be doing yoga, which is my favorite. All these things are helping people right now also, and will help people who have stress. If you can't deal with all of this and you can't do all of this, then you hop onto homeopathy, where you can take 5-flower remedy. It's a mixture of 5 flowers, and it's the best medicine I've seen for stress, anxiety. There is no other way only about it. It is the best medicine. Like ऐसा हो गया है, मेरे बैग में तो पड़ी होती है स्ट्रेस के लिए, मेरे फ्रेंड्स के बैग में पड़ी होती है. I was recently traveling, I think, to Bombay, and I was at the airport, and few of my friends and us, we started having travel anxiety. Jaldi hai, flight hai, khana khana hai, da 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 da, and we started having that kind of, anxiety within us. And the first thing we did was, all of us had 5-flower remedy. She said, "Yaar, mujhe bhi diyo, meko bhi chahiye remedy." Other person had it in her own bag only. What does that show? That they have reliable methods to combat their stress. They have good natural solutions जिससे वो अपना stress better कर सकते हैं. So why not? You don't have to rely on unnatural sources, on CBD. I'm not saying CBD is super unnatural, but correct. I'm saying that it's not the first thing you should reach out to. You can very well reach out to homeopathy. You can reach out to homeopathy because it's much more milder. A CBD, an extract, that's, you also know, a CBD extract, it's very good for calming people. It's great for people who have spasm disorders, constant movements. It's great for people who have pains. But it's not so great when I say just take it for mental stress, because once you start on it, it's a little bit reliability ban jati hai, which is not the same with 5-flower remedy.
So we did talk about a bit about the mental stress and the normal stress that a person may go through. But does homeopathy, can homeopathy also treat certain psychiatric disorders?
I do treat a lot of them. Anxiety neurosis, I am treating that. OCD. Apart from that, we tried treating schizophrenia as well. Apart from that, bipolar as well. Now what happens is, when I give them medicine, their intensity, frequency gets better. The attack, which is on a stress threshold of 10, gets better, and it comes down to about 6, 5, 4, right? But to completely, I think, eradicate it, you also need lifestyle changes. And you also need corrective mechanisms and rehabilitation sometimes. Like, I think I remember with another patient, we had to also offer rehabilitation services and tell them that, we had to refer them that ye bhi karo and ye bhi lo. Homeopathy bhi lo, ye bhi karo. Because it's not just, ek medicine de do, homeopathy de mein theek ho jayega. No, it's not just that.
Correct.
You can try a lot more with just corrective solutions when it comes to a lot of disorders, phobias. It helps. Like, I think, imagine, there's a lady with fear, right? Now, fear mein 2 medicines bahut achhi marked hai. In fact, 3. Aconite marked hai, Mimulus marked hai, Aspen marked hai. Ye तीनों वैक्सीन में मिल जाएंगे आपको. Mimulus is for a specific fear, spider, lizard, cockroach, that type of thing. Aspen is generalized fear hai, हर चीज का fear है. And aconite is sudden origin of fear. मैं मर जाऊंगी, मुझे कुछ हो जाएगा. Sudden fear, right? Now, all of these medicines act differently, but also work on fear, right? But at the same point of time, in a patient who's dealing with fear, I will give them this medicine, but I also need to counsel them now.
Correct.
If I don't counsel them, if I don't make them have good combat mechanisms for that fear, how will they get better?
Correct.
वो क्या हर बार मेडिसिन लेते रहेंगे और बोलते रहेंगे ठीक है इस बार काम करी, इस बार नहीं करेगी. कॉम्बैट मैकेनिज्म्स क्या हैं? काउंसलिंग में यही तो होता है. आप देखते हो कि हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट थिंग्स, अपने फियर को आपको स्ट्रेंथ कैसे लानी है और फियर को फेस कैसे करना है. सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Oh, okay. So, I think we did discuss about a lot of things. Lastly, I would want to ask you, what do you think is the scope of homeopathy in the coming years?
A lot of young students ask this question. A lot of young students कि डॉक्टर तान्या आप ये बताओ हम होम्योपैथी कर रहे हैं, what is the future, this that. The future you create is in your hands. I wasn't given anything from my father on the platter. I did not. You just don't enter a clinic and you say मैं college पढ़ के आ गई हूँ, चलो मुझे अपनी practice दे दो. You think the patients will just come to me, running to me. No, that doesn't happen. You're a doctor yourself, you know it doesn't happen. So first things first, I think people need, especially doctors who get out of medical college, need to realize that fix, dedicate yourself to homeopathy, dedicate yourself to building your practice. You will be able to make your career the way you want to. This is not a package. This is not it's not an office job. It's not something you just sit and earn money out of. It's a completely different dynamic. You have to make your practice, and it's not easy. It's not easy making your practice. It's absolutely not easy. It's not easy. You know you're a doctor because of the fact that it takes years to make your practice. Yesterday I was on an off. Once a month I take an off because मेरे Sundays भी कभी-कभी working हो जाते हैं. And a patient called me, doctor, I took an appointment from you like in October, and now my daughter has a problem and I need to see you urgently. I said, I'm on an off. She said, I need you urgently, doctor. Now you tell me, what do you do about that? So I said, thank you, Bhagwanji, you've given me this opportunity to serve. I'll help this patient for 15-20 minutes. I'll take that time off of my day off and just do it, right? So you don't have an option. When you're in this field, when you talk about a career in homeopathy, you don't have an option. There will be days, you're a doctor yourself, you'll know, where you'll want to say no, mujhse aur mujhe aur nahi karna. I don't want to sit in the clinic like this. I'm tired. But you'll have to do it. I had to do it yesterday. I had to do it last Sunday. You know, and sometimes there are no days off. Sometimes it's tough because even the medicine that you give, zaruri nahi kaam kar jayegi har patient pe. It's not like an allopathy painkiller, ji kaam karegi hi karegi.
Correct.
There's a huge difference.
Exactly.
Today, homeopaths are also struggling to make their practice because of a homeopath, the way they're taught in college versus a homeopath who's actually practicing, zameen asman ka farak hai. Zameen asman ka farak hai. What you're taught in college is very, very simple. You know, yes, I'll tell you one very good example. On Instagram, okay, I was checking all the comments and I was replying because as much as I can, I will do it, right? I don't want to just have team handle all of this. I want to be able to give people attention and time, right? Somebody commented, and this was a girl who probably graduated from medical college somewhere in India. Doctor, you shouldn't talk about supplements. They are allopathy. You should not talk about supplements. You should not promote supplements. You should not even go in that science. And so probably a young girl, and I said, have you educated yourself? Have you met some homeopaths? I said, you must meet homeopaths to understand. Supplements are not allopathy or homeopathy. Supplements are supplements. Correct. Just because they're given traditionally for the last couple of years by your allopathy doctors does not mean that supplements are just to be given by them. Supplements are not to be categorized in a science. They are to be made into a new field altogether. Exactly. You know, they're basically things that replenish your body. How can you categorize their allopathy or homeopathy? And how can you not give your patient supplement when they're dying and they have vitamin D deficiency, iron deficiency, B12 deficiency? You expect me to just give Arnica calendula and say कि homeopathy से ठीक हो जाएगा deficiency?
Exactly. I think I can relate to this a lot because in my practice, whenever I'm consulting someone, I ask for the reports, and in the reports, when I check that there is some sort of vitamin deficiency, my first question is, are you taking the supplements for that? And then they say, why don't you give a point for that?
Literally.
It doesn't happen like that. For a vitamin deficiency, for certain, iron deficiencies, calcium deficiencies, you have to take the supplements for that. And actually it doesn't, caters to whether it is a homeopathic medicine, whether it is an allopathic medicine. It is a supplement.
Yeah.
It will only help you.
Yeah.
So I think the deficiencies need to be catered first. And I think because the people do not cater to that deficiencies, they create a lot of other troubles in their body. Like if they're not really catering to the vitamin D deficiency, they will definitely undergo a lot of stress issues. They will undergo a lot of bone weakness. They would. But people don't understand that. You're absolutely right on this.
Like just imagine, I've treated countless hair fall cases, okay? Countless today. मेरे पास पेशेंट आजकल जो आते हैं वो हेयर फॉल के लाते हैं because I have a good practice of that, right? And hair fall and hair growth, और अच्छी growth आ भी जाती है. Everything's fine. I educate them as well. Problem. लोग ब्लड टेस्ट कराते हैं and they come. No, लोग आते हैं, डॉक्टर शैम्पू तेल बताओ मेरे को इसके लिए. I said shampoo tail is the last step I'll tell you.
Correct.
First, let's understand why you're having hair fall. Shampoo तेल से correct हो जाएगा hair fall. And I tell them, ये वाला supplement ले लो. Natural बताओ ना, natural क्या कर सकता हूँ? Natural बताओ क्या करना है? 3 घंटे जाओ धूप में खड़े हो, किसानों की विटामिन डी कभी कम नहीं होगी। जो फील्ड में होंगे ना उनकी विटामिन डी B12 कभी, एक तो गाय डेयरी अपनी होती है, B12 कभी कम होएगा ही नहीं। डी जब बाहर काम कर रहे हो वैसे भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। So my question is, when these problems are happening in the urban population and they think natural solutions they can do, can they stand for 3 hours in the sun and be in the sun? No, because they prefer applying sunscreen. They prefer कि हमें tan नहीं होना। अब but I cannot tell you, people are stopping their children from playing in the park कि गर्मी है और सर्दी है। I said, what is this behavior? पार्क में खेलने से किसी को सर्दी जुकाम नहीं लगता है।
Exactly.
Let them play. धूप में खेलने से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. Let them do whatever they're doing.
People also have this problem of addiction. Do you think, or I would ask you, can homeopathy solve addiction problems?
I have given for dipsomania, which is that taste of alcohol that is being craved. For alcoholism addiction, I have given. Yes, it does get better. It definitely does get better. But remember, you're dealing with addiction. Addiction cannot go in a day. Addiction comes through years and years of abuse, years and years of habit making. So it goes with time. But yes, better तो 100% हुई है. Better तो हुई है. मैं गोटॉक्स भी दिया है, मैंने बहुत दिया है. गोटॉक्स एक मेडिसिन आती है, एडिक्शन, अल्कोहल, स्मोकिंग, बहुत दिया मैंने. उसके साथ मैं 5 फ्लावर भी होती हूँ, क्योंकि एंजाइटी एक बार आप छोड़ देते हो, then your hands start trembling.
Correct.
तो वो एंजाइटी को करेक्ट करने के लिए मैं 5 फ्लावर भी देती हूँ.
So the thing that I found, I mean, personally, even I find interesting in homeopathy is that we are not just catering to, okay, हमारे सामने एक बंदा है जिसको smoking से हटता है, okay, ये दवाई दी और हट गए. We are also catering to the symptoms that the person might deal with. Might be trembling, as you said, might be headaches that the person might go through. Lovely, great. And as you said that, of course, one last thing that I would want to ask you is, whatever we talked about, or whatever I asked you, you answered it from a very, homeopathic doctor point of view. Now, from someone who wants to get a homeopathic treatment, what points or, what pointers should they have in their mind? Like, what should be they prepared for?
Very interesting. If you're going towards a homeopathy treatment, you must have these 4-5 things in mind. Number 1, understand all your symptoms and write them down. कि मुझे हफ्ते में ये symptoms आ रहे हैं, ताकि डॉक्टर के पास जब जाओ, डॉक्टर सबसे पहले क्या पूछेगा, आपको symptoms क्या आ रहे हैं, sign and symptoms. Any homeopathy doctor will want that. So first you give that, okay? Second is that once you have your detailed history of what symptoms you have and everything, don't forget to tell them your allopathy medicine. A lot of people ask us, क्या allopathy के साथ homeopathy दे सकते हैं? मैं दे रही हूँ. अगर बच्चों को इनहेलर लगा होता है तो मैं क्या इनहेलर इमीडिएटली निकाल के बोल दूं होम्योपैथी पे आ जाओ, एग्रीवेशन शुरू हो जाएगी, बच्चा सांस नहीं ले पाएगा, फिर आप होम्योपैथी को बोलोगे कि होम्योपैथी गलत है. So you can't do that. You have to taper it down. Similarly with gluten and celiac diseases, you'll have to understand, or even lactose intolerance, taper होता है. पहले हम मेडिसिन देते हैं, धीरे धीरे हम शुरू करते हैं ना लैक्टोज डेयरी इनटेक. So anything needs to be first tapered down if it's allopathy. So second point is that whatever allopathy meds you're taking, tell your doctors that. Third, I will say it also matters what your lifestyle is. So if you're not telling your doctor what kind of job you're in or how much you exercise and you're just expecting कि weight loss हो जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ हो जाएगा, so please educate the doctor about your lifestyle. Fourth, get a prescription from your doctor, which is very important. Why I'm saying it's important is, हम देते हैं, every prescription is there. And I mandate it in the clinic. And if the clinic people by any chance delay it, it's very, 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 very strongly said to them that you must give it ASAP. Why? Prescriptions are important for people. Why? Because when you get a treatment from one homeopathy doctor, if you know what you're taking, supposedly you go to another country, you go to another city, and you're going to another homeopathy doctor, you will have a prescription of what you've had, which is very important, right? So always take a prescription. I think last but not the least would be patient. You're not going for a painkiller approach, and be as open as possible, Patience develop karo, and be as open as possible. You will not know कि आपको इतनी हिस्ट्री क्यों पूछी जा रही है, likes, dislikes, ये वो, but it will really help your doctor give you the medicine. So definitely.
Wonderful. So I think we have come to an end. And how was your experience with me in this podcast?
You're very good. You're thak.
All right, lovely. And yeah, with this we have come to an end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I learned a lot about homeopathy. So मैं बहुत बार homeopathic doctors के पास गई हूँ because of some or the other reason. I've bought a lot of homeopathic medicines. I am after acupressure. This is the only modality I am dependent on. And मेरे आसपास जितने भी हैं या तो मैं उनको एक acupressure की तरफ ले जाती हूँ या फिर बहुत critical जब चले जाते हैं, because you know people really when they are in pain they do not want to do anything and they want a medicine. So I am always recommending homeopathic medicines to them. So I am myself एक ऐसा इंसान जिसने homeopathic medicines को बहुत अपने ऊपर try किया है, and I am very sure that definitely they have significant results. So आज जो भी questions थे जो मैं उनसे कभी पूछना चाहती थी, I asked another experienced homeopathic doctor. Well, thank you so much. It was an interesting episode, and comment down below, share this with your friends so that they also get an insight कि actually में ये homeopathic medicine या ये homeopathy science होती क्या है. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode.